personally, I believe he's the best player we've had in 10 years. I really do. I really
best signing, you mean, Shayne? Best signing?
No.
Best player?
I think
better
best player.
than Golden Boot Benji.
Look,
I guess that's 11 years ago. So, yeah.
Look, Benji back 05 and through there, hands down, Benji, best player. But in the last 10 years, we haven't had this. This is what we have been missing, and this is what we've needed. We've needed someone that can literally direct the troops, and we've had no one. Benji came back and couldn't do it. Just could not do it. Brooks tried for years, could not do it. He just makes everyone better. And we haven't had a player that makes everyone better. It doesn't matter who is on the field. Everyone is better. Yes, better than Tedesco. Because Tedesco, yes, he was good. But he didn't lift the players like Hastings lifts our players. We have a worse pack than Tedesco had. We had worse players than Tedesco played with. And have a look at what he's done. Tedesco is a freak, don't get me wrong. But I'm not talking just playing ability. What he's doing strategic-wise is better than Tedesco ever did for us. Tedesco could run plays. He was wild. Look, he's amazing. But Jacko's just doing stuff that I haven't seen a player for our team do for a very, very long time. And it's a breath of fresh air. To me, he's a cult hero for us. Let's be honest. There's a lot of people doubting him. Literally, doubting him. See, look, he said he didn't lift him, but he carried. Well, what do you think Hastings has done? Have a look at the last few games, mate. We have literally been horrible. He has lifted and put the whole team on his back
Shayne,
and made us win against top 8 teams. When do we beat top 8 teams like that? We don't. We'll just fall over in the last second half. No, don't worry about it. He has brought 80 minutes of fight to this team, and we haven't had 80 minutes of fight in forever.
Rob?
That's just me.
I
couldn't say more.
I accept the logic behind what Shayne's saying in terms of lifting people and stuff like that, but I can't. I'm not going to say he's the best. I'm not going to say he's in the best 5 players we've had in 10 years. But I get what Shayne's saying, and I think Shayne's saying that because we've had one halfback in 22 years, and we've been missing a halfback. And we had a dominant hooker that used to carry our team that never had a halfback. In Robbie Farah. We've had Gareth Ellis, we've had Tedesco when he was 3 meters faster than what he is today. So I accept what Bryson's saying there. I'm a bit in terms of best players, but I mean, I understand why Shayne's carried away with the euphoria of this because we've just gone from being nothing to being something. So I get what Shayne's saying about making other players better around him and what's more important for the team. I really do get that. So I'm not disrespecting what you're saying, Shayne. I don't think he's the best player we've had in 10 years, but you know what? If he does this for the next 10 or 12 games and then next year, we might be saying he is. But I think now on a 4-game sample, I don't think we can say that, but I accept your excitement and I think we're all bloody excited, mate. He's a great person off the field. He's a great player on the field and he's adding so much to our club. So, not putting him down or anything, but I accept why you're carried away with it.
Let's be honest. He's added more off the field than anyone else has in a long time. I don't remember people putting in this. This is what I'm saying. As a player, I'm talking as a whole, not what we see on the field. Everyone's Tedesco's better on the field. Yeah, but he talked like a spastic off the field. I love him, but some of his interviews were horrible. I loved him, and man, he was a weapon. But off the field, he didn't do what he's done. No one's walked in and had Brooksy's back like this guy's had Brooksy's back. Yeah. To get the best out of Brooks, all we've needed to do is blow a bit of fucking wind up his ass. That's literally all we've had to do. And that's all Jacko's doing. Look how good he is. Look how good he is. Has anyone ever said, look how good he is? No, that hasn't really happened. It's like, how shithead is he? That's what we've sort of had. So, I'm not talking just as in playing ability. I'm talking as a whole.
As a whole, yeah, okay.
What we have is the best player we've had in fucking forever, dude. Like, I can't even
best
remember
since Benji.
someone who did off-field stuff this well, lifted players this well, played this well.
And he's not in our top 5 captains.
He's the whole package, and that's it. He's not even in the top 5 for our captains. And you know what he's on? He's on fuck all money because this is a lifeline to him.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
as I said, Shayne, we've got to extend his contract ASAP. Like, I think that's
Gavin,
absolutely.
I agree with Gavin.
That. So yeah.
What's he saying there? If he keeps
he's saying we're going to throw the book at keeping him. What will he demand next contract? So $1 million a year.
I don't think he'd demand that, but he's kind of worthy of it at the moment. Geez, like game-winning field goals and setting up Brooksy for, he's even hit the post, guys, and missed a goal just so Brooksy could be the hero. Okay, so like, how selfless is that, guys? Come on.
Yeah, he obviously he can sign for another team come November. So if he plays like he is, firstly, what Shayne said, if he plays like he has the last 2 games and does that the whole year, I mean, you just about have to say he's the best since prime Benji. If he does that weekend and leads us somehow to, I mean, we're only 2 points out of the top 8, so it's not.
Don't forget Prime Robbie, guys.
As I said, look,
Prime Robbie was around. Yeah, Prime Robbie and Benji. That was
But Prime Robbie was there every week.
Imagine Robbie with him. Imagine Robbie with Jackson. Like, it would be scary stuff. Like, I don't think it'll be
next year. So
that's it.
The thing too, guys, like we're saying, he's made Brooks better, etc., etc. What's making Brooks better is that Jacko's got the steering wheel now. Brooksy's not playing any differently. He just doesn't have to make that huge decision or the big moment for us. Like, he's just playing his game. But instead of having to steer the ship around, Jacko's doing that. And Brooksy's just being Brooksy. He hasn't done anything differently. He's still running, he's still passing, he's still tackling, he's still doing some kicking, but it's just like the weight's been lifted off him. So Jacko's just taken more of the responsibility. That's all. I don't think Brooksy's playing any worse to what he did. It just looked worse because Brooksy couldn't guide a team around on his own. That was the thing. So
but it's
Jacko's
also confidence. Confidence as well. I really do think Jackson gives Brooks a lot of confidence when he's playing next to him.
I accept that 100%.
I believe that them two together, I think now that Jackson does have the reins to the team, I think Brooks has that pressure off him, but also getting blown up. Like, look how good he is. Look how good he played. He was the best player. And look, let's be honest, he probably was one of the best players last week. This week, I wouldn't say so. A few silly passes, but I couldn't put it past Brooks last week. I was impressed. And instead of just doing midfield bombs like he was doing because he was freaking out and didn't have time to really think about what he wanted to do, have a look at his kicks now. He's punching them into the corners. He's finding grass. His bombs are spiraling. He's doing stuff that we sort of haven't seen Brooksy do in a long time. Like, Brooksy's putting grubbers through. Like, it's very rare that he was putting grubbers through. Yeah. So I think having Jackson there, has just really pushed him to realise, look, cool, I don't have to think about everything now. I can just play my game. And that's all he's doing. He's playing his game, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, to answer Nick's question about how much is he worth, I reckon he's worth about $800K a year. On the form he's shown the last 2 weeks, sign him up for 3 years on 2.4. I'm sure he'd love that considering on what he's on now, but he could demand more. But